So today we are going to be reacting to the Stone Cold. So
Robinhood Gold offers a high APY on uninvested cash. Join Robinhood Gold now.
Didn't really know what I wanted out of life early on. Over the years, have really learned about what I want to pursue. Purdue Global has helped.
So today we are going to be reacting to the full series Stone Cold. So I have watched this series before. I will be pausing the video. So if you guys don't want to really see me talk, you can skip. So in this video will probably be like 40, I say 50 to 110 minutes, my longest video. But I hope you like this video. So make sure to like and subscribe. You don't really have to sub. I mean, I want you to, but liking and views are really kind of more important. But okay, let's get into it. Turn this up.
We interrupt our programming at the request of the White House. This is the emergency alert system. All normal programming has been discontinued during this.
In this video, it doesn't really make sense. Like, there's no way the emergency broadcast system would not be like this. Because they wouldn't be acting calm. They would have one of those loud speaky thingies.
An emergency. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. Please stand by. Please stand by.
This is a national emergency. During the past night, we have received multiple sightings and reports of so-called demon eyes. We have been fighting hard to eliminate the virus through sanitation and quarantine of the infected. With severe losses among our ranks, we have resorted to cleansing the contaminated of our country. Please pay attention.
I like how it just like shows a gun to the head. It's kind of funny how it's like it pauses instantly. Like it's so dramatic.
To this message during the next few minutes at all costs. But what exactly is this issue to us citizens? For now, we, and all official announcements that should follow, will refer.
And I don't think they would have ABC, CBS, Fox in 1970s. Maybe Fox, but there's no way that all of these were alive in the 1970s. At least I don't think so.
To the viral infection is the Medusa virus. The Medusa virus is spread through direct, sustained eye contact with.
Pretty cool name, since if you see their eyes, basically you can't see anymore.
The infected persons. As of the current moment, we have not been able to conduct any tests relating to the pathogen or virus. What should you do to help out? Telephone lines should only be used for absolute emergency. This does not include communication before certain death. Lock all doors if possible, and blind all windows. Do not attempt to go outside, and do not attempt to help the infected. When in close vicinity of an infected individual, keep your head down and do not attempt to look at their eyes. Avoid human interaction at all costs. Do not attempt to blind yourself.
So people have been blinding themselves? I mean, it makes sense. But at the same time, like, it's kind of like the Quiet Place. But, like, can they hear good? Or...
What'll I do? I long for somebody who will sympathize with me. I'm growing so tired of living alone. I lie awake all night and cry. Nobody loves me, that's why alone.
Sorry, guys. So, I'm going to be reading this.
Do not attempt to blind yourself.
Symptoms of the Medusa virus vary depending on the stage of infection, which all lasts around 2 minutes, except for the final stage, which has no set
I long for somebody who
Stage 1 can make was looking through combination
will
through eye
sympathize
contact.
with me.
The eyes and eye area will start to swell and pupils will expand abnormally large. The infected may experience heavy sweat and nausea and pain in the upper facial area.
I'm growing so tired of living alone.
Currently, tests have concluded that the virus can be eliminated at the stage through surgical removal of the eyeballs.
I lie awake all night and cry.
Stage 2, muscle loss.
Loves me there.
During the stage, the infected will be permanently blinded in one eye, if not both eyes. Severe nausea, vertigo, and fainting may happen occasionally. Subjects in the stage will experience extreme pain and near paralyzed.
All by myself in the morning.
Beyond and including the stage elimination of symptoms of the virus is not possible.
Myself in the morning.
Not possible. Patients may die during this stage.
All by myself in the night.
Stage 3, final stage. As more muscle mass is lost, full paralysis of all areas below the neck and above the chin will occur about 35 seconds into this stage. Infected persons have been observed to angle their heads towards people and make quiet whimpers.
I sit alone in a cozy Morris chair, so unhappy there, playing solitaire.
Studies show these may be calls for help, but citizens are advised to refrain from any contact. It is speculated that patients will hear loud voices in their head, and before the paralyzed will start to scream loudly.
All by myself, I get lonely.
Strokes may happen and eyeballs will explode, allowing direct infection of the eyeball wounds. It is unknown how this wound can affect, but scientists are actively conducting tests.
On the shelf, I'd love to rest my weary hair. All by myself,
As we speculate, there is no long-term solution or returning to normal life. Tell your children goodbye and do whatever you need to do before the end.
First off, that's a little dramatic. You can't just say goodbye. I mean, like, you at least have to be a little positive. Like, tone it down a little bit.
This is the final goodbye. I repeat, this is the final goodbye.
Seems like there's a person in the side of the camera. Is that an infected? Because it looks like he has a long neck.
Discovery Report on Investigative Procedures of the Medusa Virus, as of August 5, 1998. Report submitted by Dr. Engler from the National Virology Lab of the United States of America. All findings and results shall be kept confidential, unless pardoned by the President of the United States.
Seems like this guy is infected. Seems like this guy's an infected, guys.
2:30 p.m. EST, June 13, 1998. Results from testing this morning has concluded that the Medusa virus's symptoms are different than we thought. The swelling of the eyeballs seems to be caused by the virus moving through the bloodstream towards the brain and face where it can replicate best. The violent travel of the blood seems to be extremely damaging to the cerebellum and spinal nerves. Further tests will be done to conclude how the virus is contracted. p.m. EST, June 17, 1998. No information has been found about the transmission of the virus. We believe it has something to do with eye contact activating the amygdala and causing a sense of threat, which somehow allows the virus to enter the body without being noticed by the immune system. A test will be completed later today among the frozen corpses to see why this is. (11:51 p.m. EST, June 17, 1998). After careful recalculation and rerunning of trials, we have still not been able to find out anything. If knowledge is control, it seems we humans are not in control anymore. No cure has been discovered here, but we will have to cross-check that with the other teams.
So, what we just learned was, like, that basically, somehow, it can come in with them not realizing. And it also seemed like this guy was, like, afraid. He was, like, stuttering. He was like, And how are the victims frozen? And first off, does the guy who's walking here, is he like blinded because he's already infected? Because there's no way, if this guy wasn't infected, if heard the alarms, there's no way this guy would be taking a walk at 11 p.m. Like, are you insane or something? Especially after the alarms went off.
One 4 p.m. EST, August 5th, 1998. While testing a cure that melts the virus proteins, we have stumbled across a new mutation of the virus. The strain seems to be much lighter than the previous one and has evolved to be transmitted through the air. But unlike other airborne diseases, the virus seems to be in complete control of the direction it floats in. The symptoms are not confirmed to be the same.
Dr. Engler, I've inhaled it. The seal wasn't gas-proof.
We interrupt our programming at the request of the White House. This is the emergency alert system. All normal programming has been discontinued during this emergency.
So it seems like he inhaled the smoke, or... Well, I think I know what it is, because I think when they're like on the third stage when they died, I think their eyeballs pop out, infecting the stuff.
This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. Please stand by. Please stand by. This is a national emergency. New discoveries have been made on the Medusa virus. Scientists from the government's National Virology Lab have concluded that a new mutation of the virus has been discovered. Please pay close attention to the device you are viewing this from and lock all windows, doors, and vents. If you are outdoors, please keep this broadcast on while you swiftly make your way indoors. The new mutation allows the virus to transmit it through airborne methods in the form of a thick.
I mean, I know I was talking about positive, but at this point, I would give up.
Orange gas. Do not inhale the gas and cover your face with a wet towel when you can. The government will provide advanced filtering to the air conditioning systems to keep a supply of air to all households.
So dreary, watching the clock on the shelf. There must be someone knows the loving I could be giving, yet I keep on living all by myself.
Like, see, they don't even believe in you.
What does the new mutant do? The gas has a strong smell of pie or cake. Once the gas is smelt, it can cause a strong feeling of nostalgia and the loss of self-control, similar to being drunk. The infected will be attracted towards the smell and will follow the trail of smell unconsciously. You will lose complete awareness, and victims may experience the replaying of memories involving the smell. Victims may appear to be walking around normally, but they are beyond saving. As the victim walks towards the origin of the scent, more and more of the virus enters the respiratory system, eventually producing the same effects of the first discovered strain of the Medusa virus. Paralysis and suffocation.
So it seems like the virus spreads through air. But, like, the thing is, if you can't see, you can't breathe. Bro, you can still breathe, but you have to put something over your mouth. How are you even supposed to listen to this? Like, what's the point?
Will occur. If you see someone walking around drunkenly through your window, humming or murmuring, alert authorities immediately and refrain from watching their death. Avoid exercise or any activity requiring heavy breathing and stay isolated indoors. May God help us all. I repeat, avoid exercise or any activity requiring heavy breathing and stay isolated indoors. May...
I think he reached his third stage since he's murmuring now. I really feel bad. It's kind of like they're trapped in their body. But I mean, at the same time, it was their fault.
When shooting at the sky, aim slightly above the target. Although shooting at infected flocks often only injures the bird, it is the best method currently.
Wait, birds? Wait, I've seen this before, but birds are infected? Why could not the animals, like fish and other things, be infected? So, at this point, like, bro, you're already losing hope. The birds are infected.
Accessible.
And it makes sound, so then the people who are infected are gonna come.
In the case of an attack by a large flock of birds, such as hawks or pigeons, the best weapon of choice is the shotgun. Aim for the center of the flock and load with birdshot. The virus attacks the brain of the birds, causing them to caw or almost scream abnormally loudly, creating strange sound waves which can be deafening. Any human who hears the sound will likely go crazy or have the survival urge to go outside and silence the source of the sound. This, however, is dangerous due to the risk of inhalation.
At this point, if you hear them, you're gonna go outside. But then why are you shooting them? Close your ears and do not look. Like, what's the point of shooting them? They're gonna go eventually. They're gonna need food.
Of the Medusa virus in gas form. Here is a sample of the sound.
It's kind of like a tornado, but with birds.
We interrupt our programming at the request of the White House. This is the emergency alert system. All normal programming has been discontinued during this emergency. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. Please stand by. Please stand by. This is a national emergency. The virus is now known to infect birds of all types, from sparrows to eagles. Wear earplugs at all times and lock doors and windows with locks even you cannot break through even with a key. You must prevent your own escape in case you hear the shrieks. You will lose control. The fight or flight response will be activated upon the brain registering the sound. Going outside will be uncontrollable and inevitable when this happens, and inhalation of the Medusa virus is
At this point, who is even making these things? At this point, humanity has lost itself. There's no way they're going to survive this.
One must learn to live less. I miss the flying grasshoppers. I miss the smells of the market. I miss my friend who looked into the wrong eye. What happened to human power? I can't see the sky anymore.
Seems like that kid got infected.
And I'm not talking about the weather. But this is no laughing matter, as many of us, in fact, all of us, will have to cut down on food and drink consumption. Produce affected by being the worldwide food shortages, limited farming. What's next? Demons? Meanwhile, on the farm, a black wall flood of food, which somehow stopped growing. Now for our next step, human scientists was experimented by all.
Hello? Yes. Bro, why are you calling so late? It's like, what, 9 p.m.?
Well, it's 12, so this is important.
What's up?
Just check the news. Food shortages everywhere. First had eye contact, now we can't even grow crops or eat.
Hey, listen, I'll call you back later. I'm, up to something right now.
Alright, but check the articles I sent over. Also, don't call me back.
Why? Something up?
Nah, just the government being strict on telephone usage. Anyways, stay safe.
Okay, I'll call you tomorrow. See ya.
Alright, bye.
Let me turn the brightness up here. I wonder if they used a real Google page for this. Or they probably just put it online and then used it for the video. looks like he got caught. His family, everything is gone.
We interrupt our programming at the request of the White House. This is the emergency. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. Please stand by. Please stand by. This is a national emergency. After 3 years of the Medusa virus and no significant scientific discovery leading to any form of vaccination or cure, many of you at home may be beginning to lose hope. With over 3/4 of the population either infected and about to die or dead already, and the rest of us terrified at home, rest assured that scientific breakthrough is on the way. The National Virology Lab brings you updates for those still alive to watch about severe discoveries about yet another mutation of the virus. Do not panic.
New symptoms have been discovered. These
Sorry if that's background noise.
include a sort of cold sensation around the neck and chest area, similar to as if cold hands were wrapped around you in kind of an insidious hug, or a chokehold rather. You may be familiar with the feeling when someone is standing right behind you. The warmth on your neck notifying you of their presence. Well, many patients have reported a similar feeling, only with an icy breath. When infected with this strain of the virus, nicknamed Med805, paralysis sets on much slower than patients seem to be, well, in a state of horror and panic, although unable to move.
This information to those who may remain alive. May God help us all.
As per recent discoveries conducted by drainage professionals, the Medusa virus has found its way into our ventilation and drainage. This means that the use of aircon or ventilation is strictly disallowed. Do not turn on your aircon. If a thick orange gas seems to seem from any drainage, be sure to cover your mouth and tell your children goodbye. Lock yourself inside, and make sure to consistently clean drainage pipes with any cleaning fluid registered to limit the spread of contamination. If, however, your complex relies on ventilation to filter and bring in fresh air, I'm sorry. Clean your pipes and restrict AC usage. Stay Medusa free.
Crazy ending.
Sadly, windshield chips can turn into wind.
Well, that's all for today. Make sure to like and subscribe and have a blessed day. Goodbye. Goodbye.